Hey coin stackers, hey swap lighters, how are you guys doing? Hey guys, hey, how's everyone doing on this lovely Monday evening? If you're watching me from different parts of the world, it might be Tuesday already for you, Monday night, Monday afternoon, wherever. Hey guys, hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I miss you guys over the weekend. Can I just say that? I so miss you over the weekend. Yes, I was dying to go live over the weekend, but nevertheless, I'm here. Your girl Odetta coming to you live from New York City. So, while I wait for you guys to join the room, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Odetta King with OdettaKing.com. I typically come on Monday through Friday between 8 and 9 p.m. Hello. Thanks for joining. Welcome. Come on in the room. I typically come on Monday through Friday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Creed. Thanks for joining. Guys, do me a favor as you're coming in the room. Please share my broadcast. Tonight we're talking about 4 coins strategies that you guys should adopt if your money is funny. Hey Crane, thanks for joining. Guys, please go ahead and share the feed, share the video. This way other people can get the information, okay? Sharing is caring, and that's all I ask. So as you come in the room, let me know where you're coming from and share the video. So I typically come on Monday through Friday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I drop these dimes to help you catch your coins or stack your coins, as I like to say. What do I mean by that? Save more money, earn more money, get more money. I don't know, just get more money, all right? So I'm also known as the Swap Queen with ILoveToSwap.com because I help you, again, stack your coins with your closet. So if you have dope stuff in your closet, okay, if you've got dope stuff in your closet, you can swap it out with other people and get more stuff for free. Like totally for free. You got a dope ass skirt in your closet, you don't want it anymore, you don't like it, it doesn't fit, whatever. Put it on I Love to Swap. That's ILUV, the number 2, and the word swap, and swap it with someone else who would love to have it, and you could get something that they also want to get rid of. So swap it, okay? Swap it. So tonight we're going to be talking about 4 coin strategies, but before I start, housekeeping notes. Tonight at 9 p.m. we're kicking off the 30 days savings challenge. So if you are struggling with saving money, you can't seem to save for whatever, I'm going to be teaching you over 30 days how you can save $500 effortlessly. And the reason why I say 500, because 500 is the number that statistics shows a lot of people cannot deal with an emergency for just $500. Like an emergency, $500, you're like all over the place. So I'm going to be sharing over 30 days live training where I'm going to be sharing and showing you how you could literally save money effortlessly, whether you want to or not, over 30 days, and save $500. Now, a lot of the principles can be applied to many other things, right? It can be applied for more than 500. So once you have the basics, okay? Once you have the basics, you can apply it for more than 500. So some of you are going to make more than 500, but I'm providing you with the basics, okay? So thanks for joining. Welcome, guys. I hope you can hear me well. If you can hear me well, put a 1 in the comment. Put a 1 in the comment if you can hear me super duper well. So the 30-day saving challenge that kicks off tonight. To sign up for it, all you need to do is go to my website, OdettaKing.com, click on the events and training tab, and there you'll see I have about 4 to 5 events every month, and you could sign up for as many as you like. So the saving challenge starts tonight, and you can sign up for it by going to my website, OdettaKing.com. Also, Next week, Monday, February 20th, I'm going to be hosting a 7 days live training where I'm going to be teaching you again how you can stack your coins and how you could literally start your side hustle. Stack your coins and literally start your side hustle. So if this is something that sounds good to you and you want to learn how to stack your coins to start your side hustle, you may want to sign up for that. It's totally free and it's 7 days. 7 days live training, not a video. 7 days live training, live interaction with me where you can ask me questions and so forth. So again, to sign up for that, go to my website, odettaking.com, odettaking.com, click on the events and training tab, and you can sign up for the 7 days coin stacking monetization challenge, I think it's called, but it's on my website, February 20th. Okay. So now that housekeeping is out the way, you guys, I know a lot of you are going to be watching the broadcast on replay, so you can still interact, you can still drop your comments as I will be responding, okay? And you can definitely still sign up for the challenge as well as for the 30-day saving challenge, the 30-day saving challenge. Both of them are on my website, odettaking.com, odettaking.com, odettaking.com. And the link is also on this video. So tonight we're going to talk about 4 coins strategies that everyone should adopt. So if you know that you're someone, if you know that you're someone that's struggling with your money, you're not saving, you're not earning, put a 1 in the comment. You're not saving, you're not earning enough, you need more money, put a 1 in the comment. Put a 1 in the comment. So number 1 is one coin strategy that can help you earn more is, number 1, you've got to create an emergency fund. Hey, thanks for joining, guys. Number 1 is you've got to create an emergency fund. You've got to put money aside for emergency because life is going to happen, right? So you've got to put money aside for emergency. So you've got to create an emergency fund because things are going to happen. That's how life is. Things are going to happen, okay? So that's number 1, create an emergency fund. Hello, thanks for joining, guys. Come on in. Number 2 is you want to live below your means. So if you're working for, I don't know, $1,000 a week, don't spend $1,000 a week. 10% of that you want to save. Everything else, live below your mean. Hey, Tanisha, welcome. Thanks for joining, girlfriend. We are talking tonight about 4 coin strategies everyone should adopt. So I said number 1 is you want to have that emergency fund set up. Set up that emergency, okay? You've got to have that emergency set up. Bag it. Number 2, we want to live below our means. Not because you're working for $1 million, you're going to spend $1 million. No. Live below your means. A lot of the celebrities, a lot of the millionaires and the billionaires, they are so freaking conservative. They live below their means. Hey, Sherman King, thanks for joining. Hey, Tanisha, thanks for joining. Yes, build your emergency. Number 1 is you've got to build your emergency. You've got to build your emergency because life is going to happen. Things are going to happen, and you've got to have money. You've got to have cash that you could just pull out and deal with life emergency. So number 1 is you want to secure your emergency, okay? Secure your emergency. If you are ready for number 2, type it 2 in the comment. Number 2 I said was you want to live below your means, okay? If you're balling and you're making a lot of money, that don't mean you got to spend all of it. No, boo-boo. You're making $1 million, you ain't got to spend $1 million. You don't have to be balling because you're making a lot of money. You need to live below your means. Separate from savings. Yes, your emergency should be separate from your savings. Your emergency should be separate from your savings, right? Your savings is just for like whatever. Your emergency is separate. This way you have 2 reserve place that you can pull cash. Because, things are going to happen and sometimes it's not an emergency. So this is where you're going to go to your savings. But then when you have crisis, this is where you go to your emergency. So emergency should be separate from your savings. Absolutely. 2 different accounts. One is your regular savings. One is your emergency. Listen, guys, you have to understand the more money you have put away, is better for you. The more money you have put away is better for you. That means you have freedom, you have choices, okay? So, guys, I'm super excited. Thanks for joining. So, number one, I said create your emergency, and your emergency is separate from your regular savings. Number two is you want to live below your means, even if you have that 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure. I don't know even if you make $1 million, that don't mean you got to spend all of it. You ain't got to spend all of it. You got to live below your means, because again, if you haven't noticed, we're all living longer. So retirement is going to come, and we're going to still be alive, God forbid, if we're lucky. So you want to make sure that you're living below your means. If you come into extra money, you still want to be able to pocket that. So live below your means. Don't be like going out and ball and doing all this crazy stuff, okay? Live below your means. Number three, if you're ready for number three, put up a 3 in the comment. Put a 3 in the comment if you're ready for number three.
Yep, I'll see you next week. Next week.
Okay, so number 3 is, I know a lot of us, we may have one source of income. Not me, but I'm just speaking in general. A lot of people have one source of income. So if you have one source of income, and even if you don't have one source of income, let's say maybe you have 2 or 3. Anytime you come into extra money, okay, anytime you come into extra money, whether it's your birthday, whether it's a bonus, whether it's a commission, anytime you come into extra money, you always want to stack a portion of that money. So let's say it's your birthday, right? And people are going to buy you gifts. Tell them you don't need the gift. Ask for the monetary donation. This way, you can pocket some of that money, stack it. Yes, stack it. And then maybe you can splurge on, the other part. So anytime you come into any money, I don't care if it's whatever. It's your birthday, someone, you graduated from college, or maybe you've done a good job and you've gotten a raise, you got a commission, you got an extra bonus, whatever is it that you get, anytime you come into extra money, you've got to take a portion of that money and stack it away. Just stack it away. Don't go and blow it out. Stack it away, okay? And the last part, which is number 4, and when I say stack, it's usually, put it into a high yield interest account or invest it. For me, when I get money, extra money, I typically invest it in my business, or I would typically invest it in stocks and bonds or some kind of investment. That's what I mean by stock, because again, you already got your savings, you already got your emergency fund. So everything else you're going to stack. Stack at this point means we're investing it. We're going to put our money to work for us, okay? You're going to invest it. So if your birthday is coming up and people want to give you money, fine. Maybe you take a trip or maybe you do something, but part of that money, you're going to stack it away. Hey, R&R Music, welcome, Ricardo. You're welcome. Thanks, Tanisha. So that was number 3. And the last part, number 4, is we've got to start learning to invest. Hey. Where can you buy a high yield interest account? Okay, so one that I highly recommend is Capital One 360, and I'm going to drop the link on this video once I'm done. I'm going to tag you, Tanisha, to Capital One 360, and I have a referral link for that. So if you sign up with the referral link, automatically you get $25 just for signing up. But Capital One gives you 1% or higher, which I love. I work for a credit union and the interest is low. Yeah, but that's okay. You could keep your credit union, but you could still have another account, because again, the goal is you want to have an account that's going to give you high interest, 1% or higher, right? So keep your credit union, that's fine. But you also want to diversify and put your money in different places and let your money work for you. So you want to put your money somewhere else where it's going to give you more buck for your bang, right? More buck for your bang. So put it in a high yield interest account. Hey, Mom, thanks for joining. How are you? Send me the link. Also, okay, I'll tag you guys on the link. So there is not, people get tripped up thinking that you have to have one account. No, I have several bank accounts, okay? Several. And in fact, financial experts tell you and encourage you to have several bank accounts because you have more ways of pulling your money. And again, the whole thing is you want to have more interest. You want to invest in a bank that's going to give you more interest. You want to invest in a bank that's not going to charge you any fees for pulling out your money, any fees for having a low balance. Like Capital One, you could have $1 in there. They didn't care. You could have $1. You could have 50 cents. They're not going to charge you for having $1. They're not going to charge you for having 100,000. No, and you could pull out your money as many times as you want, and there's no transaction fee, absolutely none. So I've had Capital One forever, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it to everyone I know. But I just don't only have Capital One. I have Citibank, I have Bank of America, I have several different bank accounts, and each one of them are for a different thing. So again, you want to diversify your financial institution because God forbid, if something happened to one bank, I still got, others to pull my money from. So guys, does that make sense? Does that help you? Does that help you guys? So, you want to make sure that you have multiple bank accounts. And again, the bank accounts should be high interest, give you high interest. So that was number 3. I think I said, if you come into any amount, very smart. Yes, of course. Like, what if Bank of America, close up shop and run away with my money? I can't have all my eggs in one basket. No, I'm going to have different accounts for different things, right? Accounts for bills, accounts for saving, account for investing, accounts for, emergency funds, and so forth. But I'm strategic with the banks that I work with because each and every one of them, I leverage their strengths. So I'll tag you guys on Capital One. Even if you already have a bank account, it does not hurt to have Capital One for the simple fact, like I said, they give you 1% or higher with the special link that I'm going to give you guys. Yes, American Express is awesome. Don't even get me started, Sherman. I'm in bed with American Express. I'm in bed with American Express. I have all of my credit cards is from American Express. I have business accounts with American Express. I have my personal account with American Express. Trust me, American Express is the bomb.com. I'm in love with them. They need to start paying me for promoting them. So that's another thing, guys. You want to make sure that if you have a credit card, you're leveraging a credit card that's going to give you a lot for using their credit card. Now that's a whole nother topic I'm going to do about because a lot of people sign up for credit card and they have no idea. They just sign their debt. Their financial life debt they just signed because they just took the card because someone gave them a card. But there's certain things that you need to look for, right? Not every card is good. So I'm going to do another. Barclays has the best savings account. Awesome. What's their interest rate? I know Barclays is up there too for sure, but you got to look at their fees. See, because they might be giving you 1% or higher, but look to see if there's any maintenance fee. Look to see if there's any requirement balance, and look to see if there's any transaction fee. ING is the only one I know that does not have any fee for none of those. Okay, so I'm going to look into Barclays as well, and maybe I'll get an account with them as well. But I've had ING for 20 years, so I'm in bed with them just like American Express. So whatever works for you, if Barclays works for you, that's fine. And then number 4, like I said, number 4, if you're ready for number 4, put up a 4 in the comment. Put it 4. So today we're talking about 4 coins. I'm going to recap while you guys put number 4. Today we're talking about 4 coin strategies that everyone needs to adopt. If you know your money is funny, Fidelity is also a good one, no fees. Okay, I'll have to check out Fidelity and Barclays. More the merrier. So today we're talking about 4 coin strategies that everyone needs to adopt. I don't care if you got $1 million, I don't care if you got $1 billion, because it's all about mind shift and lifestyle. So hey Delon, DJ Delon, welcome, thanks for joining. Hey Carmela, thank you. Hey Tanisha, thank you. So number 1, we said we need to create an emergency fund. Create your emergency fund. If you have your emergency fund, you're doing good. Bag that money. create that emergency fund. Number 2, we said we want to live below our means, not because we're making $1 million, we got to spend $1 million. No, honey. Look at Mark Zuckerberg, look at Bill Gates, look at Warren Buffett. These are men that are billionaires, and they're all living within their means, like super low-key, low conservative. You don't see them flashing with nothing, and they got a lot. They got a lot, and they can afford to flash all day. And these people are in some simple jeans and a great t-shirt that probably doesn't even cost $20, and they got a lot of money, okay? So live below your means. Number 3, we said, if you have one source of income, which most of us do, it's okay. But every time you come into extra money, meaning if you get a raise on your job, or you get a promotion, or you get some increase in your commission or sales, or something that gives you extra money, you want to make sure, I know it's very tempting, right now tax season is about to be on and popping, and people are going to blow their tax money on stupidness. I know for a fact, because people in my inner circle, I'm hearing the garbage they're talking. People are going to blow their tax money on silly things that's not even going to help them financially for future. So anytime you come into money, for example, right now it's tax season, you want to use that money strategic. Make sure you put some aside, meaning invest. Make sure you beef up your emergency fund. And if you have credit card debt, which a lot of people do, or student loans, you want to tackle those as well. So make sure that you're living below your means. And when you do come into extra money, you do something to help you for future, like invest in your future, right? Paying off your credit card debt, or working on your student loan, or I don't know, whatever you guys have going on. Put some money aside, meaning invest it, and the others pay whatever you need to get yourself out of, right? But don't just go and, have a 5-star vacation somewhere and put yourself in more debt, or blow all that money, and then next month you're back to square one, right? So that's number 3, live below your mean. And then number four, we said we've got to learn to invest. We've got to learn to invest. We've got to learn to invest in maybe your business, real estate, stocks and bonds. You've got to learn to invest. Right now I'm reading the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. And guys, I want to do an entire series on this book. This book is so good. I want to do an entire series on this book, because after you've budgeted, after you've saved, after you've done your emergency, and after you've done all of those things, you've got, those things are good. Tanisha said, oh my God, these student loans are going to be the death of me. I need to write a book. Who you telling? Well, you weren't telling me, because I already know that. That's why I'm preaching it. Let me tell you something. I graduated from NYU, which is the #1 university in New York, right? Throughout my entire academic career, I've never graduated from any school with student loan. Never. I have zero debt when it comes to personal debt or student loan. And I have to say that's a blessing, because a lot of people I hear graduate from schools and they're in debt. Like they're going to be working for the rest of their life just paying back student loan. Name of the book one more time. I'm going to put the link, but it's on my feed, because I made a post last night. I was reading the book. I made a post. If you scroll on my Facebook feed, on the same page, it's called The Richest Man in Babylon. But if you scroll on my Facebook page right here, I made several references of the book. Thank you. I made several references of the book. And I teach at 2 universities here in New York, and I'm strongly considering to have a talk with the dean, because this is a book that everybody should read. Everybody should read. I don't care how, we shouldn't even be teaching it at university level. This is a book that people need to be reading in high school. They need to know how to manage their money from high school, because we start making the mistakes very early on. So we need to know how to manage our money, even if it's $5. We need to know how to make that $5 work, maximize that $5, and how we could triple that $5, right? So this is a book that I highly I highly recommend, and like I said, I'm reading it right now for our book club. I've had it for a couple of times. I've read it for a couple of times, but I'm going to be reading it, and we're reading it this month in our book club. So if any one of you want to join the book club, go to my website, odettaking.com, odettaking.com, click on the events and training tab. We started the book club last month, and the book that we're reading right now is The Richest Man in Babylon. Same goes for Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yes, Rich Dad Poor Dad is also one of the books that we're going to be reading our monthly book club. I love to read books that talks about money or self-development or personal development, anything to do with, empowering yourself and making more money. That's the kind of book that I read. So those are the books that we're reading. The book that we're reading right now is The Richest Man in Babylon, which is filled, I can't seem to put down this book. Every chapter is just filled with nuggets, okay? Filled with nuggets. And I'm going to do an entire scope series on just that book. Like every night I'm going to talk about the chapter because it is so good. So if you want to get the book, scroll on my Facebook video, on my Facebook feed, and you'll see, because I think I made a post only last night because I was reading it. I made a post last night. Frankly, Sharuka said, stop lying. Get out of here, Frankie. What the hell are you talking about? So only last night I made a post. So Richest Man in Babylon, scroll down and you'll see it. But I'll come back and I'll tag you guys on, those of you who are interested in the book, I'll tag you guys individually with the link so you can have it. So number 4, I said we've got to learn to invest. And investing could be in your business, your side hustle, invest in real estate, invest in stocks and bonds, because after we've done everything, after we've saved, after we've budgeted, after we have our emergency, after you've done all that stuff, the next thing you got to do is start investing, because this is where it's really going to make a big difference. Because guess what? You're welcome, Frankie. Well, thanks for acknowledging that I'm doing an awesome job. You're welcome. Because there's only so much you can do. If you leave $100,000 in your savings, right? In your savings, even at 1%, which is high, or even if at 2%, which is impossible. But let's say you leave $100,000 in your bank for 10 years at 1%. Dude, that is nothing. You've just tied up your money for 10 years for 1%. But if you invest it for 10 years, it's a whole different ball game if you invest it. So you've got to learn to invest. You've got to learn to invest, okay? You've got to learn to invest. So if this sounds good to you guys, make sure you do sign up for the 7 days free challenge, where I'm going to be sharing, just like this, video to video over 7 days. I'm going to be teaching you how, 1, you can stack your coins effortlessly over 7 days, and 2, if you have a side hustle or you're thinking of starting a side hustle, how you can get it going over 7 days. It's a free challenge that I'm offering. To sign up for it, just go to my website again, odettaking.com, odettaking.com. It starts on Monday, February 20th, and you can sign up for it there. Okay, guys, so any questions at this point, drop your questions in the comment below, and I'll be responding to your questions. And just so that you know, I do have notes, so I take this very serious. When I come on here, I have my notes. Look, I have my notes, if you're wondering. You see, guys, I have all of my notes. So this is real. I just don't open my video camera and start talking off the top of my head. I make notes when I'm about to talk and share every night. Hey, DJ, shout out to you. Oh my God, I caught your video the other day with you doing your damn thing, spinning those music. Great job. Keep it up. Definitely keep it up. So guys, I'm going to let you rock and roll, but thanks for hopping on. Again, I come on Monday through Friday between 8 and 9 p.m. Just joking, love your reaction. You're welcome. And come on Monday through Friday between 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am based here in New York. Yes, money making New York City, the big red juicy apple. And if you're not stacking these coins, if you keep following me and you keep listening, you're going to be stacking your coins, because that's all I talk about. I teach you how to save more money, and I teach you how to earn more money. Investment suggestion would be great. Yes, we're actually going to be covering investment in the 7 days challenge, because listen, like I said, once you've done the budgeting, once you've done the saving, which we all should be doing, that's like our basic foundation, right? You've done budget, you've done saving. The next thing you've got to do is start investing. And unfortunately, a lot of people are not talking about investment. And the reason why they're not, because you got to have extra money to invest. Like, I'm not going to tell you start investing tomorrow. You've got to secure your savings, you've got to secure your emergency fund, and then anything extra from there on is investing. And unfortunately, a lot of us don't have extra money to invest. So this is why a lot of people are not talking about investing. But I'm going to be one of those people that's going to be talking about it, because listen, like I said, you could have your money sitting in the bank and you're not going to get anything from it. Put your money in the stock market, and I know some people are going to say, oh, but Odetta, I could lose my money tomorrow. Well, you know what? You have the wrong mindset, because when you put your money to invest in the stock market, you're not thinking about pulling it out next week, next month, or next year. No, think in terms of decades. When you put your money in the stock market, you're just stacking it there and leaving it for decades. Not to pull it out next year or next 2 years or next 3 years. You leave your money in the stock market, or you leave your money in an investment portfolio for decades, right? So this is why I'm always going to say, secure your savings, secure emergency. Once you've got your savings and your emergency, everything else should be stacking towards your investment, because that's where you're going to really, really see a big return. And again, you're thinking of decades. You leave that same money for 10 years in the stock market versus leave that same money for 10 years in a regular bank account, there's going to be such a major difference that you're going to wish you had started doing this when you were 18 years old. I need to manage my money better. We all do. This is why I come on here every night. We all do. Apple is the best investments I've made. Oh, cool. Awesome, Sherman. But you know what? You can't just say Apple. When you're investing, you've got to have a diversified portfolio, because Apple might be hot now, or Apple might be hot for the last 10 years, but we don't know what Apple is going to do in the next 20 years. We don't know what Apple is going to do in the next 30 years. We don't even know what Apple is going to do in the next 5 years. So you've got to have a diversified portfolio. This way, when one stock is down, the other one is up. But guess what? You're not thinking of pulling out your money next year, next month, next 2 years, next 3 years. No, when you're investing in the stock market, you're investing for decades. Think decades. I don't care if my stock goes down tomorrow. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't care. But again, the point is, my money is there working for me for another 20 years. When I'm ready to retire, this is when I'm going to be pulling it out. Not right now, because I've already secured my savings. I've already secured my emergency. Anything else, it's going towards my investment. And there's different forms of investment. I mean, stock market is only one. You could invest in real estate. You could invest in your business. There's different things that you can invest in. Stocks are so confusing. I have Amazon stock. It's been growing and I haven't touched it. Good. That's good, Tanisha. You don't want to touch it. When you're investing in the stock market, think decades. Don't touch it. Even if it wasn't doing good, don't touch it. Leave it there. Leave it there for decades, right? Leave it there for decades. I don't get choked up when the news say, oh, the stock market is going down. It doesn't even faze me, because I know I don't plan on taking out my money anytime soon. So just leave it there, okay? If you come into extra money, then you buy other stocks or bonds that are low, like super low. Guyana don't have stock market. I know. But you know what? There's other things that you guys can do to live in a third world country, And unfortunately, you can't even invest in the US stock market. You can't, because you need like a social security, you need the banks over here and all that kind of stuff. But there's other things that you guys can do. I mean, you could invest in real estate, right? You could invest in a business in Guyana. So there's other things you can do in the third world country if you don't have a stock market system over there. So start thinking of a business that you can start. I mean, you have your music, so that's a business that you could, pursue and chase and turn it into a business. Or you could, invest in real estate or invest in, I don't know, some kind of business that you could do. Because the stock market is not there. Hey, Usha, how are you, girl? Thanks for joining. Welcome. And Usha is one of my other girlfriends who is from Guyana also. And really, really good. She's amazing. She's got a couple of business herself. So this is what I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be, stock market. It could be other type of business. But you've got to invest, because this is where you're really going to see the needle turn. This is where you're really going to see major shift in your finance. And a lot of people don't talk about it, but guys, we're aging. We're gonna grow old, and God forbid, yes, hopefully we still be alive. But for those of you that have kids, if you have kids, this is even more impactful for you to get your coins life together, because you have kids. And you're gonna have grandkids. Like, I don't even have any kids. I don't even have a pet. Right? And I go this hard. So if you have kids, you need to be even more making sure that you've got these things together. And this is why I love this book that I'm reading for the book club, The Richest Man in Babylon, because it just tells you like the basic stuff. You've got to save, you've got to invest, you've got to have your emergency, you've got to be in business, you've got to invest in, like, you got to make your money work for you, because after a while, we're not going to want to work so hard. Once you get it like in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, it's time for you to start working less hard and make sure that your money is working for you. But you can't wait until you get to 40 and 50 to put your money to work for you. No, your money should be working for you at a very, very, very young age. If possible, 15, 16, 17. So can you imagine if we had our money working for us since we were, let's say, 18 years old. If we had our money working for us from 18 years old, could you imagine how much money we would have by now in your 40s and your 50s? Just the compound interest alone would make you like super freaking rich, just the compound interest. So this is why you've got to invest. Like, I know I'm going to stress it. Yes, make sure you have your savings. Yes, make sure you have your emergency. And after that, invest. Whether it's buying a home, whether it's buying real estate, whether it's starting your side hustle business. And most of us, for whatever reason, don't start a side hustle. That's extra money you could be generating right there. So if you have a 9-to-5, this is the time you need to start your side hustle. Let your 9-to-5 job, let your 9-to-5 money fund your dream. Let your 9-to-5 money fund your side hustle and build your side hustle, because it's going to take a while. Like, you're not going to start a business today and blow up tomorrow, or blow up next month, or blow up next year. If you start reading the biography of a lot of these successful people, they've had years that they were just grinding and grinding and grinding, and no one weren't even looking at them. So for some of us, we get there quicker, and some of us, we have to work a little longer. But at least if you have a 9-to-5 job and you have that steady paycheck coming in, you can let that steady paycheck fund your side hustle, fund your dream. Okay? Everybody, I'm always going to say, they should have multiple streams of income. Even if it's one other stream besides your 9-to-5, at least you have something else coming in to complement your 9-to-5. So guys, was this very helpful to you guys? And if it was helpful, let me know, out of the 4 things that I mentioned, which one you guys are going to do. Which one? So I said, number 1, you've got to create your emergency. Create your emergency fund and bag it. Just set up your emergency fund, and your emergency fund is going to be different from your regular savings, okay? Your regular savings is to like pull out whatever little things you need here and there. Your emergency fund, you're not touching it. you are not touching it. It has to be a real emergency. You are not touching your emergency fund. So this is something totally separate, okay? And then number two, I said, you want to live below your means, not because you're balling and you got all this money, you're going to spend it. No, live below your means. Number three, I said, if you have one income, which a lot of us do, and you come into any extra money, maybe you got a promotion on your job, maybe you got a commission, maybe you got a birthday present and people give you money, I don't know. Anytime you come into extra money, you want to make sure you're stacking a portion of that and don't just spend it all out on frivolous desire, wants, right? Stack a portion of that money. So like for me, for my birthday, if people say, oh, Dad, I'm going to buy you a bag because bag is my thing. You know what I said? No, honey, give me the money. So I'm going to go buy a nice little cute bag, but the majority of it I stack. Or I may take a trip to somewhere that I really wanted to go. So I get the experience, but I'm also going to save and stack some of that money, right? So anytime you come into extra money, automatically you should be telling yourself, oh God, I got to put some money aside. Like, yeah, I'm going to spend some and splurge, but I got to put some aside. I got to put some aside in my 401k, put some aside in my IRA, put some aside for my business, put some aside for my retirement fund. Like right now it's tax season, like my entire tax refund is going towards my business, and it's also going to be going towards future investments. I'm bagging it, okay? So that's number three. And then the last one, we said we've got to learn to invest. If investing is complicated for you, we're going to talk about the basics. In the 7-day challenge, I'm going to cover some basics about investment that every one of you on this live feed, as long as you live in the States, you can start investing with as simple as $1. Okay, so I'm going to cover the basics in investing. So out of the 4 things, which one are you guys going to do tonight or tomorrow or this week? Out of the 4 things, which one? And also, I'm going to reintroduce myself, but guys, if you're going to be watching the broadcast on replay, those of you that are going to be watching it after, you can still participate. You can still engage and you can still comment, because I do go back and I respond to all the comments. So which one are you guys going to do? So Sherman said he's going to do number 2, which is he's going to live below his means, especially if you have debt. Okay, so you're going to live below your means because, you know, you got all this money coming in, you're balling, you're turning up. But you could put some money aside, dude. So he's going to do that. He's going to live below his mean and bag these coins. Who else? What else are you guys going to do? I want to hear what are you guys going to do. So again, let me recap. So I said number 1, create your emergency fund, and your emergency funds should be separate. So DJ Delon said he's also going to live below his means and stack more coins. Good. So DJ Delon, I know you play music, right? So let's say like some months you're going to be like popping, like during the holidays you're going to be popping, right? So like Christmas, Easter, MASH, those months you're going to be popping, you're going to be hot, you're going to get a lot of bookings, you're going to get a lot of events to play out. So money's going to be, you know, a lot coming steady for you, which is good. So because you're going to have a surplus of money, what you're going to do is that you're going to back some of that money, whether it's for investing or whether it's for retirement or whether it's, you know, just put some of that money aside for, I don't want to say rainy day, but if you have like an emergency fund or maybe some kind of investment. Because again, with business like those, like hairdresser, hairstylist, and those kind of stuff, there's different seasons where you're going to have a lot of business. So when you have a lot of business and you got a lot of money coming in, it's easy to be tempted to splurge. No, honey, live below your means. Stack some of those bad boys for the lean months when money is not going to come so easily, or there's not going to be a lot of events. And also start thinking of how you could invest. And I know you said there's no such thing as stock market in Guyana, but there's other things you could do. Maybe you could get into another business, right? Maybe you could buy and sell something. Maybe you can, I don't know, like teach other people how to get in the DJ business. Maybe you could sell promotional stuff for your brand, you know, your music brand. So start thinking of ways that you can invest. This way you spend a little money, but you're also going to make money in the long term, right? So who else want to tell me what are they going to do? So I said, number 1, create your emergency fund. Number 2, live below your means and stack those coins. Number 3, anytime you come into any extra money, you want to, hey, don't just blow it out. Anytime you come into extra money, make sure that you stack it and bank it. And number 4, you got to start learning to invest. Invest in either real estate, the stock market, your business, or some form of investment. You've got to start thinking how you can invest. And it could be something as simple as investing in yourself. Investing in yourself could be, you taking a course, or you going back to school, or you doing something to make yourself more marketable. So that's investment also, right? So if you know you want to do XYZ and you need more skill, you invest in yourself. You pay to go to school, you pay to take a course, or you pay to do something to level up, to make yourself level up, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. A lot of good nuggets tonight. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll be back on tomorrow, and again Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, because I do come on Monday through Friday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me, I need to step out for a second. That's okay, because we're wrapping up now. So thanks for joining. I'll be back here tomorrow. Guys, just to recap, there's a couple of things going on. I have a lot of free workshops. Some are paid, some are not. If you want to take advantage of everything that I mentioned tonight, the free 7 days challenge to help you, 1, stack your coin, 2, start getting your side hustle off the ground, you can sign up for that. I've also mentioned I have a 30-day savings challenge. So if you're struggling with saving money, you want to hop on the 30-day savings challenge, where I'm going to be teaching you how you could save money, even if you're not making money. Because sometimes I get people that say, hey, Odetta, but I don't have extra. Well, no, you don't have to have extra. I'm going to show you how you could save with exactly what you currently have, okay? So that's happening for 30 days. And the other thing I mentioned was, the book challenge. If you're an avid reader, or even if you're not an avid reader, and again, I just talked about investing in yourself. That's one way that you can invest in yourself. If you want to level up, start reading more. Start reading more, okay? We're currently reading in the book club that started last week, The Richest Man in Babylon. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm blown away that I'm going to make this book mandatory for my university students to read. They've got to read this book. They've got to read this book because it is so powerful. So that's one way you could level up. Invest in yourself. If you want to join the book club, if you want to join the free 7 days challenge, if you want to join this $500 saving challenge, all of these are on my website, odettaking.com, odettaking.com, odettaking.com. Click on the events and training tab and you'll see them, okay? If you have any questions, drop them in the comment below, and I will be responding to you guys shortly. Thank you guys so much. And do me a favor, all I ask for you to do is to share the video so other people can get this information as well, because sharing is caring and everybody needs to know this. They need to know how they could stack their coins. So do me a favor and share the video, share the video, share the video. Drop your comments if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Bye. It's Girl Odetta coming to you live from New York City. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Thank you, Soroya. I think you're catching me on the tail end, so you may want to watch the video from start whenever you get a chance. But I do come on Monday through Friday, so you can always catch me here Monday through Friday between 8 and 9 p.m. Thank you guys so much. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. I hope that this was helpful to you. Okay. Thank you, and make sure you go, if nothing else, out of those 4 things that I mentioned tonight, you need to action at least one of them, or start thinking about actioning one of them, because that's how you're going to stack more coins. That's how you're going to stack more coins, okay? So lastly, just share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Love you guys.